Okay, hello. This is Ahmed Ragab for the revision for level 6 from the Academic Professional Training. How are you and how are you doing? Now, in the previous level, in level 5, we took lots of things. In the previous revision, when we talked about parts of the bodies and other things for tenses and other things. Now, in level 6, we took different stuff. What did we take in level 6? First, in level 6, we took some things with Mr. Amir and with me. So, the previous two sessions, the last ones. Okay? Now, I started with you that level. We started with what? What did we start with? Yes, true. We started talking about where we live. We asked you that question, where do you live? And we said that question can be, for example, where do you live in the country, or where do you live in the place that you live in. Now, in the beginning, of course, some people said, like, I live in a place, like in Saudi Arabia, for example, Riyadh, in Jeddah. Or maybe, like, they said that they live in another place, like maybe they live in Qatar, they live in Kuwait, they live in Egypt, they live in Algeria, they live in Tunisia, so any other countries. Now, no, here the question where do you live is asking about the place that you live in, not the country. Where do you live? Where do you live here is asking about a place. So, in that place, you will actually tell me, do you live? Okay. We said for this question, we have two answers. The first answer for me is to say, I live in a house or I live in an apartment. So I live in a house or I live in an apartment. This is how we answer this question. I live in a house or I live in an apartment. Now, the question is here, what is the difference between house and apartment? And now, let's start our session and let's see things that we're going to talk about. Now, what is the house? Yes, the house is something will look like this. What's this? So, it's like a villa, it's like a mansion, so all of these are houses. And we said house, what's the plural of house? The plural of house is what? Yes, it's houses. And we said we pronounce it like this. We said that when we try to pronounce it, it's like this. Here it's S. And here it's C. So again, so houses. 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 Now, also we talked about the house and we said in the house is divided into more than one thing, and actually we will look at another picture for a house. Okay. Now, when we talked about the house, we said it like this. Okay. We said in the house here we have part here. Sorry, let's make it red or something. So we have a part here, part here, part here, and sometimes we have a part underground. Now what's that? Something like this. So this is a normal, typical house. Now we said about these places, we call them with names. Now let's talk about, okay, let's adjust them first. So if we're talking about the places, so we have We have this one, we have this one, then this one, then the last one down. So we have this, and this. Now, what do we call them? Yes, red is not nice color. Let's make it black, because red is hectic on the eye. It's time for the eye. So we have this one, we have this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so 4 parts in the house with, of course, if we're going to talk about some things like this, and this, and this. Now, let's talk about all of them. First, let's talk about this one as we remind ourselves. What's this called? Yes, this is a roof. Roof. A roof. So, this is a roof. Let's make it red. So, this is a roof. Okay? A roof. Now, let's take the same thing. Let's take something here and let's point to this part. This part is what? Yes, we said that this part is called red. This part is called attic. Attic. So this part is called, as we agreed before, it's called attic. Then we have another part we're going to talk about, which is this part. So the whole thing here, this is what? Yes, we call it the second floor. So the house is divided into floors, so level. So this is the second floor. And of course, because we mentioned the second floor, we should mention the one before it, which is this one. Okay, so if we're talking about this one, so of course this one is being called first floor or what? Very nice, ground floor. And nowadays it's more used as ground floor. So it's more used as ground floor. Okay? Now here we have something. What's this thing? Yes, that's a window. And this thing is a door. Also, if we're talking about that thing, this is, or actually these, not this is, stairs. Now the part down here also, it has another name, this part. This part is called basement. So it's what? Basement. Basement. So again, basement, door, stairs, ground floor, first floor, then we have second floor, the roof, attic, and window. That's the house. This is the house. So the house is like a villa, is like a mansion. The mansion or the house, we have them outside in fireplace. Let's continue. After the house, we said we have something else. It's called apartment. And we differentiate between apartment and flat. We said apartment is US, flat is UK. So in USA, they say about it apartment. In UK, or United Kingdom, Britain, Great Britain, they say flat. Now there is something else here, which is the condo. What is the condo? We said the condo is a flat or an apartment that you own. Something you own. What do I mean by own? Like it's mine. And we differentiated back then between rent and buy. And we said that rent is, for example, when every month I pay £100. So let's say every month I pay £100. Every month I pay £100. That's renting. And if I didn't pay, I will go out. I will not live again. But if we're talking about the condo, condo is mine. I don't pay every month. I pay one time, and it's going to be mine. This is the condo, something I own. Also, we talked about another thing. Now, we said that we have the luxurious ones. And we talked about the word luxurious. And the word luxurious means what? Yes. Luxurious means for rich people. Very rich. So, for VIP or rich people, we said VIP, very important people or rich people, and we said that this is like a villa on a building. Now, if we're talking about this one, so that whole thing is called a building. So this thing is called a building. So this is a building. So on the top of the building we have something called penthouse. Penthouse is for VIP or rich people. It's luxurious. What is luxurious? Luxurious, that means it has a lot of facilities. So luxurious here means, for example, it has a pool. What is the pool? Pool to swim in. So that's a pool. Also luxurious, we have what? Expensive stuff. Expensive stuff. Expensive. Expensive and money. It's very expensive. Expensive. So that's the luxurious thing in the penthouse for VIP people. Now we said also that we have another one that it's one room. The whole apartment is one room, which we actually call it a studio. Very nice. So I call that thing a studio. Studio means that it's one room, one bed, one sofa, one bathroom, one kitchen. Oh, actually sometimes it doesn't have a kitchen. So a studio. Thank you. So those are the different things, of places you live in. So we have house. So let's try to remember them again. So we have house, apartment, and we said apartment is equal to flat. We said also we have a condo, we have a studio, penthouse. Now, if we're trying to remember, also we talked about some other things. We talked about palace for kings and queens, palace. And we talked about mansion for VIP people. It's like a villa for VIP people. So house for VIP people. So also we mentioned the fact that villa can be a mansion, but it's for VIP people. How? Now, when it's luxurious. And again, we talked about the word luxurious. Okay? So these are the places that we live in. House, apartment, flat, condo, studio, penthouse, palace, and mansion. So let's say them again. House, apartment, flat, condo, studio, penthouse. So it's not penthouse, no, it's penthouse, palace, and mansion. So in here, we have to pay attention to something important, the TH. And we said about the TH that it's what? The TH is pronounced that and that. But here it's an exception. So here it's exception. So exception. So the exception here that it's pronounced penthouse. Penthouse. Okay? Now let's go further to the next thing we talked about last time, which was some idioms. Now let's fill the empty space here. This plan is as safe as empty space, it can fail. We said that this thing is equal to very safe. So it's equal to very safe. So what's the missing thing here? Yes, the missing thing here is house. House. So this plan is as safe as house, it can fail. So that's the thing. This plan is as safe as house, it can fail. So, and it means of course very safe. Let's continue. What's next? So what's next? Get on like a house on. Okay. Get on like a house on. Now if we're going to talk about this, let's pay attention to something about the pronunciation here. And we said that the link sounds. So it's not get on, it's get on. Get on like a house on. Get on, get on. So get on, get on. So get on like a house on. Fire, very nice. Get on our house on fire. What does that mean? This means when you feel okay and get on with a person very fast and very easy. Very nice. Let's go next. Now we have here, give house empty too. Give house empty too. So what's that idiom? Yes, give house room to, that means give a space in your house to something. Give space in your house to something. Let's give house room to. Let's continue. Okay, so we said like as safe as houses, and we said the second one was what? Get on like a house on fire. And the last one here, what we said, what was it? Yes, give house room to, that means give a space. No, sorry. Eat someone out of house and home. So that was so suddenly, I flexed 2 times. So eat someone out. Eat someone out like house and home. And this means eat a lot of food. Okay, let's go next. Yeah, empty space on the housing. And we agreed that last time when we pronounced this part, it's housing. Housing ladder. Housing ladder. again. So housing ladder. Housing ladder. So the ladder that we use to climb up floor. So housing ladder. So get a foot on the housing ladder. Get a foot on a housing ladder. What do you mean foot? Foot. So this is hand, but down it's foot. So foot. Get a hand, get a foot on a housing ladder. That means what? Yes. That means manage to buy your first house so that can you buy a bigger one in the future. Meaning, like buying a big one house, that's a first step for buying another one in the future. Okay, let's go next. So we talked about 4 kinds of houses: house, penthouse, studio, and apartment, and we talked about some idioms. Let's continue. Get your own house in. Get your own house in. So what was it? What was this expression from last time? In order. Very nice. Get your own house in order. Tidy up your own affairs before criticizing other people. Oh, what's that? Now, for example, I have a friend. He's telling me to study, and he doesn't study. So he's telling me to study, and he doesn't study. So I tell him, get your own house in order first, then come and talk to me. So get your own house in order first. Mind your own business first. That's what we said last time. We said, mind your own business first. Mind your own business first. Mind your own business first. Let's go next. What do we have next? We have next here, we have on the house. On the house. So, give an example. When I say, for example, it's on the house. It's on the house. We said, when do we use this? Yes. We use it in restaurants, cafes, any place that you go to drink something in or eat something. Yes, be, verb to be in the house. So to be something in the house, be free. So it's free. So I give you that thing as a free thing. Now let's continue. Yes. So the next idiom is, yes, home, empty space, on. Home, empty space, on. Home and on. What's the meaning of home and on? Home and on. Yes. Home and on is like the police. The police is home and on the criminal. Very nice. The police is home and on the criminal. To become closer to your target. To become closer to your target. Like, what is the target? Target is anything that you want. For example, the police. The target for the police is what? The criminal. Very nice. Okay. Now, let's go for another thing. Now, the lion. The lion. What's the target of the lion? Yes, the gazelle. Okay, the gazelle or the deer is the target for the lion. So your goal. So home and on your goal to become closer. So to become closer to your goal. To become closer. Very nice. Let's go next. Okay. There is no place like home. That means what? An expression is used when your home is a special place. My home is very special to me, so I go to my home. Next. Home, empty space, home. This is a very important expression because it's used a lot. It's called what? Yes. Home from home. Home from home, that means it's what? This place is comfortable as home. This place is comfortable as home. A place is comfortable as your home. Your home is very comfortable. What's very comfortable? I relax at home. Relax and have fun at my home. That's relax. So, and this word we said about it that it's comfortable. Comfortable. We said that here we have no R, no O, no A, no E. So, comfortable. Let's fill them with something. Okay. So I pronounce it like this. Comfortable. One shot. Comfortable. Not comfortable. No, not comfortable. Comfortable. One shot. Comfortable. 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 So a place that is as comfortable as your home. A place that is as comfortable as your home. Now let's go next. So here, be home and be home and okay, be home and dry. What's be home and dry? So for example, I finished my exam and I did good in my exam. So I'm home and dry. I'm home and dry. That means what? I succeeded. I did good in my exam. I overcome a problem. Now, for example, I had a problem at work. A big problem at work. So, okay, the problem is solved. So, I say, I'm home and dry. That means the problem is solved. Let's go next. Now we have here, be home and dry. Sorry, that's repeated. Sorry. To be home and dry, that means you succeed in something. You overcome a problem. Be home and dry. I succeeded in something. Succeeded. Successful. Succeeded in something.